Welcome to Life on the Big Rock. Enjoy weekly videos from the Big Island, Hawaii. Don't forget to subscribe and join in the adventures as we travel around and take in the sights and sounds. Enjoy the embrace of the warm, salty air and let the soothing relaxation set in. Experience the beauty of nature and what the Big Island has to offer. Adjust your attitude and enjoy virtual tours from the most remote islands in the world. And don't forget to always take care of this big blue rock we all call home. Welcome back to Life on the Big Rock. This is My Hawaiian Life, Episode 2, Humble Beginnings. Let's bring you up to speed. Last week you met
this guy.
I moved to the Big Island from Salt Lake City, Utah, where I grew up in nature, out skiing in the mountains and enjoying all things outdoors. This dream of mine to live near the ocean would become my reality. But not everything was white sand beaches and turquoise water. I had to start from scratch and build my new life. Luckily, there were platforms with canopies over the top, so you didn't have to set up your tent out in the open. The campground had community bathroom with showers and sinks, so I wasn't totally roughing it. I found the perfect spot, tucked away in the jungle. The only problem was that it was totally overgrown, so I had to clear out all the vines and weeds that encompassed the entire canopy. I couldn't even see there was a canopy and platform there when I first walked up. It didn't take me long to clear all of the overgrowth, given my excitement to set up my new home. I bought a 10 by 10 foot tent from a volunteer that was leaving, and the maintenance department built me a bed frame. I used my double-sized blow-up bed for the first 2 months, until it was time for a proper mattress, which housekeeping set me up with. I soon had everything I would need for a comfortable life in a tent. I gave my campsite a new name. It was the Hole in the Sky, because the jungle canopy opened up to the sky 360 degrees right above my campsite. I enjoyed camping for a year, waking up with the birds and the jungle. Never have I slept so sound, listening to the hypnotic melody of nature. So after a year and a half in a tent, it's time to upgrade. There was a small tool shed that needed to be moved, and I requested it be moved to my campsite. I wanted to turn that tool shed into a jungle hut. So in the latter part of 2010, the tool shed was disassembled and hauled up to the sky hole for reassembly. I was on top of the world knowing soon I would have an actual roof over my head. This little jungle hut was just big enough for a decent-sized bed, a bench seat from a van to serve as a couch, and a small closet. Got my front stoop, place for shoes and stuff. Then you come in, got a mirror. Hello! Couple windows, back window, bed, little bench from the van, used as a couch. Ashley's music setup. Got a closet here. Then Hurricane Iselle hit the island in August of 2014, a Category 4 hurricane and making landfall on the Big Island. My little hut took minor damage from trees that were uprooted and landing all around. All in all, I was blessed not to have more damage. After this storm and cleaning up all the damaged trees, I continued expanding my garden. I love color, so I lined the path with palms and colorful plants that bloomed year-round. Red and green tea plants, angel trumpet for the evening fragrance, and milkweed to attract the monarch butterfly.
My little house in the jungle.
I installed a pond with mosquito fish to keep the bugs down and a fountain to ease me to sleep at night. A few years later, I requested an extension to make my 8-foot by 16-foot jungle hut into a 16-foot by 16-foot cabana. It took me about 6 months to build the extension. Just when I thought it couldn't get any better, I really was living in heaven on earth. As the garden matured and filled in, I enjoyed friends who would come by to take in the beauty of the garden I planted.